Here are my 2025 fashion predictions. First of all, I think we're finally going to see the beginning of the return of a straighter silhouette. I think this means we're going to start to see a bit of a shift from obviously that much baggier kind of silhouette to still slightly baggy but more straight fit. I think this applies for both shirts and trousers, but I think the biggest difference we're going to see is in the trousers. So I kind of see it like a bit of a pendulum, right, where previously really skinny was in, and it's made a big shift to really baggy, and now it's going to kind of land somewhere in the middle with a more of a straight fit. Next up, I think tailoring is really going to be it. So I think with changes in streetwear going from a lot more kind of hyped pieces to something a bit more kind of a bit more of a mix between formal and casual, there's going to be a shift towards more tailored clothes. So by that, what I mean is it's going to be a combination of like much dressier pieces, like more formal trousers and shirts and stuff, but also we're going to see a bit more of a shift to kind of better fitting clothes. Better fitting clothes in the sense that they've been kind of adapted to better fit the individual. There'll be much more of an emphasis on the cut and the fit of the item, where you kind of want it to fit better. Next up, I think the Western styles are really going to be in. So I think slowly, bit by bit, it's been kind of creeping in with the boots, the belts, and the flare jeans. So I think this year it's kind of, we're going to really see a lot more pieces from that kind of Western style in a lot more people's wardrobes. Again, these kind of cuts are a bit more kind of figure hugging. I feel it's again a good in between casual and dressy, which is really the way I see people dressing more and more nowadays. Again, with this territory comes a lot more emphasis on denim and leather goods, being that these are kind of the staples of this kind of way of dressing. Obviously, I know a lot of these pieces are timeless, but I do think we're just going to see a lot more people wearing these kind of things. Obviously, specifically for men's fashion, I think we're going to see a bit more of a shift towards more of a cropped look. So obviously not the same as a woman's crop, but maybe something a bit higher up, like around the belt line, where it favours a person's proportions better, but isn't so cropped that it kind of like is too exposing. I think again this comes in the territory of like better fitting pieces, so there's going to be a lot more of an emphasis on pieces that kind of fit a person's personal body better. Next, I can see a big shift towards much slimmer shoes. So again, with that element of kind of more formal dressing coming in, I think we're going to continue to see less of a trainer, and it's going to kind of be replaced by a more formal shoe. I think previously this has been a loafer. I think in the future it's probably going to look more like a derby or the Clark's Wallabies, that kind of style of shoe. Those are really going to be kind of the foundations for a lot of people's shoe rotations. And again, a slimmer kind of silhouette shoe is more kind of complementary to a more slimmer fitting style. Lastly, in terms of accessories, I don't really see it going any specific way. I do, however, kind of assume that since there's been such a kind of massive focus on a lot of accessories, I expect that to kind of swing the other way and die down a bit, with a much more of a focus on kind of minimalist, high quality, functional accessories. So again, instead of seeing like a lot of the layering with jewelry and stuff, I think that's going to kind of slowly die down a bit, and we'll see less and less of that. I think that kind of summarizes what I think we're going to see in this coming up year. So we'll see whether I'm right or wrong. These are all just, my thoughts and opinions. And on that note, I'd like to thank you for watching, and goodbye.